was up to the challenge, but it turned out to be not only was he not up to it, something far more nefarious was going on.
I can assure you that I was just doing everything.
By this time, we were suspicious of Detective O'Connell, and when we got this call, we were like, okay, we'll come talk to you. We'll come to you. At the time, I was thinking, I've never been contacted by someone who is a suspect in a murder. It's never happened.
There's so many other people.
That suspect was Kiona Boer, a young mother who lived in the apartment complex in 2015 where Heather Bogle was found beaten and shot in her trunk. She said she was being harassed by Detective Sean O'Connell, who had publicly named her as a suspect.
We both thought the same thing. When we drove away, we thought the same thing, that she was being framed for murder. And we've never encountered that.
Rather than following all potential leads, starting with those closest to Heather or running her cell phone records, Matt Westerholt says O'Connell focused on Kiona Boer and two other men, Omar Satchel and Kyrie Jeffrey. His theory was they dealt drugs with Heather. Here's the former sheriff, Kyle Overmeyer, who was later sent to prison for stealing drugs, telling WTOL 11 in 2016 that they were getting close to solving the case.
There's some really strong things that are drawing us that way.
Jeffrey told WTOL 11 he was innocent.
I volunteered to take a lie detector test, whatever it is to help the public know that I'm really not a part of this.
Continuing to pursue the three, O'Connell ignored the fact that Jeffrey and Satchel's DNA did not match the DNA collected under Heather Bogle's fingernails. Usually an investigation in which the DNA doesn't match gets stopped with those particular suspects right there. They're done.
They're done. They're done. Yeah, that's right.
When you look at the evidence they ended up with, the cell phone data pinpointing right to the trailer, the DNA evidence, the other woman who came forward and said, you know, take a look at Daniel Myers.
Right.
It wouldn't have been that hard to reach the conclusion that
2 weeks.
Daniel Myers did it.
2 weeks, there should have been an arrest. And you know, this wasn't us wanting to be right. This was us just having our suspicions that he was not a good law enforcement officer, and he wasn't.
I can assure you that I was just doing everything in my power.
Detective O'Connell's career ended in 2018 when the Ohio Attorney General's office investigated his handling of the case. He went to prison for tampering with evidence, admitting he did not hand over all of his files to the prosecutor.